Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we've got ourselves, Bitcoin has crossed $70,000, and that is good for everybody in crypto. It's like a flashing indicator that potentially here we go. Not a bad thing. The articles are coming out. This is what gets the wave of good news going. Bitcoin may be poised for another run at its record high above 73,700 hit in early March, having just passed the 70,000 level for the first time in 4 months. Good sign, folks, good sign. Now, check this out. This is Trump. I want you to read this. They have, this is from a recent interview. They have them paying tax on crypto, and I don't think that's right. Bitcoin is money. And you have to pay capital gains tax if you use it to buy a coffee. I was talking with a friend. He said it really shouldn't be taxed, and I agree. Maybe we get rid of taxes on crypto and replace it with tariffs. No tax on crypto, but only on tokens made in the USA. We want tokens made here at home. We don't want Chinese tokens. We say, get those Chinese tokens out of here. So I said, read this, then watch the trailer of XRP Unleashed again. Does this mean Ethereum is out of here? Because I'll just show you the end of the trailer.
Because I think China wins.
Charles said the Chinese have been courting Vitalik.
Charles, I'm assuming that's Charles Hoskinson. The Chinese have been courting Vitalik. China is the largest Ethereum whale, folks. That's why they hit them. And then the most unbelievable video you're going to see today is this one. This is Jay Clayton on Fox Business. The same Jay Clayton that has held Ripple up in this lawsuit for all these years. He's now the crypto cowboy.
Jay Clayton, the Republicans are the big beneficiaries of crypto PAC money. It's an interesting turn of events over the past, 4 to 6 years. What you make of it?
Well, I think it makes sense. It makes sense because it's clear that the Republican agenda is an agenda that's going to favor the adoption of this incredibly promising technology. And not just promising, proven, Larry. We see it every day in stablecoin around the globe. This is not pie in the sky. This is something that is working and should be brought to our markets. This can make our markets, particularly our markets that are at what I would say the cash end of the spectrum, work incredibly well. Think about what
just so you know, you're not the only person that is wanting to throw up on their keyboard listening to this clown. This guy could have done all sorts of things for crypto, and he chose to do the opposite.
Bitcoin is doing around the globe. It used to take days and lots of money to send US dollars around the globe. You can do it instantaneously for nothing. The same thing is going to happen to our funding markets, Larry. It's going to happen to the Treasury market. It's going to happen to the commercial paper market.
So as a former SEC chair, you think it's safe and sound?
I think the technology can do the regulatory job better. We just, as regulators, need to work with the industry to make that happen. So not only is it going to be more efficient, it's going to do the regulatory job better.
And you can weed out the crooks, because obviously there have been some horrible stories. I don't have enough time to go through it.
Wait till you see the XRP Unleashed documentary that covers the ETH-gate. You want to talk about crooks?
Weed out the crooks.
You do that anyway.
Markets work better when you weed out the crooks.
And you'd stop the Fed and the Treasury from running everything. I mean, I don't want the central bank digital currency. I'm a Hayekian, if anyone knows what that is. Friedrich Hayek, Nobel Prize winner. Let's have some competition among currencies. Free markets, as you say.
And when I say stablecoin, I don't mean a government digital currency. I mean a bank or another creating a digital currency with competition.
I don't think he always believed.
You mean like the kind of competition that Ripple would have been for Consensus, the Ethereum Foundation, the kind of competition that you stopped through regulatory capture?
He's really come around.
And then went into private industry and worked for companies that were pro-Bitcoin and Ethereum?
In recent years, Senator, you've had a terrific influence on Jay Clayton. You know, White Shoe Law Firm in New York, SEC chairman, very stiff collar guy. Listen to him. He sounds like a crypto cowboy.
Maybe.
Rodney, first of all, one last point. On the politics here, Ohio. Cryptos are giving a lot of money. Bernie Moreno he was in the blockchain game at some point. I don't know enough about it. But Sherrod Brown, the head of the banking committee, your Democrat colleague, is very much against the crypto story. So Ohio is going to be a big battleground for
yeah. Sherrod Brown's against crypto, along with Elizabeth Warren. She might be more anti-crypto, but Bernie Moreno's got a great chance. I think it's even up. Bernie's going to make a great senator. I think he's going to win this race, Larry. If this is a fair shot for a senator to win in a state that's evened up, Bernie Moreno's going to win.
That'd be awesome if Sherrod Brown was taken out because of his crypto stance. We would like that. But yes, if you look at the comments, here's Jimmy Valley. This makes me physically ill to watch this. The real Jay Clayton will be revealed. You got that right. Okay, look at this. U.S. government debt market collapse has started. I just don't feel like it's a coincidence that the rise of crypto is imminent as this is happening. This has massive implications for the economy. I'm not going through that whole thread. I just wanted you to see that. Coinbase is going to sponsor the Golden State Warriors. If you remember, all the sponsorships, you had Crypto.com sponsoring an arena, you had FTX sponsoring one, and then you had the collapse of FTX and everybody started pulling all their sponsorships. This to me is a pretty good sign, maybe a canary in the coal mine, that things are about to set off. Speaking of, look at Dark Defender. When Bitcoin dominance is in decline, XRP bull run starts. It was the case in 2017 and 2021. The story repeats itself. XRP run in a nutshell. Whale alert, 100 million XRP worth over $51 million transferred from an unknown wallet to an unknown wallet. And it was transferred for pennies. This is an interesting thing as long as we're talking about Jay Clayton. The SEC under Jay Clayton dropped the lawsuit on Ripple. Just as a reminder, I ran across this is a video from back in 2015 when the Justice Department had just settled with Ripple and FinCEN had designated XRP a virtual currency. Then when Jay Clayton dropped the lawsuit, he dropped that lawsuit at the SEC on Ripple, knowing that that they had gotten this ruling, which would have made them assume we're okay because XRP is a virtual currency.
Ripple Labs has been fined $700,000 by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network for violating the Bank Secrecy Act. According to the FinCEN press release, Ripple Labs failed to register as a money service business prior to selling its own digital currency, XRP. Not only that, there's also suspicious money laundering activity noted on the statement of facts, claiming Ripple Labs subsidiary XRP2 failed to fill out required forms prior to a roughly $250,000 transaction. U.S. Attorney Melinda Hagg says, quote, Ripple Labs, Inc. and its wholly owned subsidiary both have acknowledged that digital currency providers have an obligation not only to refrain from illegal activity, but also to ensure they are not profiting by creating products that allow would-be criminals to avoid detection. We hope this sets an industry standard in the important new space of digital currency. This is the first civil enforcement action against a virtual currency exchange.
There you have it. Here's Andy Schechtman, who's Miles Franklin Gold, one of my sponsors. Listen to this.
In principle, they've agreed to the unit being backed 40% by gold. But there are going to be, when it's all said and done, other items added to this basket. I'm sure Bitcoin is on their whiteboard as one of those potential items. As far as I know at this point, though, it is not a part of the unit in terms of its settlement structure.
When you look at the unit token, is this going to be something that is available to the public through some sort of DEX or exchange or a location in which we'd be able to trade within the unit token itself, much like you do with currencies?
Perhaps over time, but not at first. And that's where BRICS Pay comes into play. To my understanding, the unit token will be for central banks, commercial banks settling transactions primarily in energy. But the whole premise of Enbridge, first and foremost, is for countries to trade their central bank digital currencies, local trade with one another over a system that is not affected by SWIFT. And what this will do is incentivize these countries to keep their monetary homes and houses in order. The unit token itself says not more than 30% of any one currency will comprise the basket.
Okay. In DAIXRP.com, here's what we're going to talk about. There's a new leaked secret, but shouldn't we have all seen this coming? The new leaked secret I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you that what I consider to be the biggest problem in the United States that is tied directly to this, and it's like, well, duh, we should have known that. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that in this country it's time to take the trash out. And I do mean the trash that's there now. Here we go.